Hola, cage fighting connoisseurs. This is KidNativeBloodyElbow.com, joined once again by the ineffable Eugene S. Robinson. Man,
Oh
many words.
man, it must be early for both of us. All right.
It's early for you. It's late for me, but
Yeah. Okay.
it is what
Good.
it is.
All
It
right.
is what it is.
Here we are.
Yes, UFC 207, Nunes versus Rousey. Care don't care preview. Eugene, disclaimer.
Crybabies, bedwetters, greedy bread gobblers, work-shy individuals, grumblers, malingerers. This has less to do with your skills and talents as a fighter and much more to do with the marketing heft and weight put behind you by your corporate overlords, WME and Mr. Ari Emanuel. So if you don't get it glossed with a care and you get it don't care, don't come crying to us. There's a surefire way to change that around. Get off the don't care list by fighting an exciting fight. A la Venata, Paul Felder, Oliveira, the kid from New York who now is retired to do real estate, Chris Colliard Greens, everybody who's made it, we remember because we have minds like steel traps. But until then, don't come crying to us.
No, a nice big pen, Eugene. A classic.
It's a paper mate, of course.
Sorry, my bad.
A big paper mate.
And we're not getting paid by Papermate yet. But
yeah.
If they wanted to, So the fight card's a little sparse. There's been some dropouts. We lost.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, help me out here. What time does it start?
It's Friday night. First thing. It's not Saturday night. And I'll have to go to UFC.com, but I assume it's at the usual 10 p.m. Eastern pay-per-view start time. But the fight pass might be a little later than usual because there's so few fights on the prelim cards. Let's see. Schedule.
I guess I could talk now, but there have been so many complaints about my rambling. I shall not be speaking now.
The thing is, people don't understand. You're carrying the show because Alexi's working a full-time job and Christmasing, so he didn't do the show prep like normal. And I had nothing because same deal, Christmas exhaustion.
That's right.
So
run him out there. Let him do his thing.
Run your yap. Right. Eugene will talk. That'll fill in the airtime. So it starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern for the Fight Pass prelims. So a little later. 8 p.m. for the Fox Sports 1 prelims, 10 p.m. for the 5-card pay-per-view. So let's dive right into it. One fight.
On California time, I need to show up at 5 o'clock.
Basically, yes. 4:30. Yeah, you'll miss the. Yeah. You can which I'm assuming means you're going to skip the Fight Pass prelim. Welterweights Alex Oliveira versus Tim Means.
No, because I got Fight Pass, so I can watch it on Fight Pass.
I see. So you'll watch that at home.
Yeah. It's getting complicated. But over at my kid's house, they finally have TV.
Ah, very exciting. Very exciting. So you won't have to be imposing on random care don't care viewers.
That wasn't imposing, man. Dude invited me.
I see. And then you imposed.
I didn't leave as promptly as I should have, guys. Like at first, oh man, Eugene's here. Then it was like 2 hours later, oh man, Eugene's here.
It's like the John Belushi sketch, The Thing That Wouldn't Leave.
Exactly. That was a great one.
Yes. All right. So, Alex Oliveira and Tim Means.
Care.
You care because you froze. Did we lose Eugene? Tell me we didn't
First
lose
of all, don't freeze. No, I'm here.
You're here. So tell us why you care.
First of all, because the dude was one of our first don't cares to move to a care list, right?
If you
Oliveira?
say so.
Okay, he was one of my first don't cares, who moved to a care.
He's had a pretty storied record. He's been in the UFC for a while. Lost to Cerrone and Gilbert Burns.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tim Means, of course, been around as well.
Yeah, so it's a good fight. It's care worthy. Are you telling me you don't care?
No, I think it's a care worthy fight. I think both of these guys are just shy of contender level.
Correct.
Like, Means has lost to Matt Brown and Neil Magny, and that's it.
Right, and what makes this compelling is that they figured out somewhat of a formula. What makes this compelling is that you know, a la Elia Kazan's on the waterfront. You know, somebody is leaving this fight with a one-way ticket to Palookaville.
And somebody going to be saying, I could have been a contender.
Which is, let's face it, Charlie, which is, you know, that was my Brando. Hey, you should have watched out for me just a little bit. Just a little bit. Apparently a terrible father.
That's the key.
No, it's not the key. I know the key to... No, Brando, you know what he would do? He would talk to stagehands up to minutes before. The director would go, fucking Bud. His nickname was Bud. Bud, what? Did you get the scene? He'd be like, you tell me when to go, I'll be ready to go. And he'd be talking to stagehands because he would want it tonally to be just the same as when he's bullshitting with somebody off to the side as when a naturalism. So he wanted to be able to mimic so he could feel if there was any delta between how he was when he's just talking to a stagehand and how he is when the camera's going. That's, you know, so that was method to his madness. But then he would also do these things. If you watch him, like he's talking and he's doing all these things with his hands in his face, right? And it turns out, I thought, man, that's a great technique, because it turns out he was creating a blind so that he could look at the words that he had taped all over the set because he couldn't memorize his fucking script. So it's one-way bomb on the train to Palookaville, you know?
So many corners to cut, Eugene. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. So who you picking here? Oliveira versus me.
I'm gonna pick Oliveira. I'm gonna
pick Means and make it interesting. Send your guy to Palookaville.
Yeah. Oh, you say you're picking Means?
I'm picking Means. In your face, Jack. In your face. And put that pen down. It's making me nervous.
I'm sorry, my friend. Oh, it doesn't work.
You see, I don't believe in this future.
No, I got. Okay, so I'm picking Oliveira, and you got Means.
That's right. I've got Means. That's right. And don't you forget it, son. All right.
I pity the fool. Okay.
Right. Now we've got 4 fights on Fox Sports 1. Again, this evening is going to hurtle by because there's fewer fights than normal. So, welterweight, Brandon Thatch versus Niko Price.
You dropped out a second there. Say it again.
Brandon Thatch, Niko Price, welterweights.
Almost enough because of Mr. Thatch, but not quite enough.
Not quite. Thatch needs an opponent, is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I got to give this a care because I still care about Brandon Thatch. I'm kind of bitter. There was a little bit of hype. 3 losses in a row, though.
Yep. Yeah. You see, when I say I don't care, there's a reason.
See, I'm sticking by my guy. I'm giving him one last chance to break my heart.
Why would you do that? You know what Shaka Zulu said.
Well, I think it's a care for a guy that we watched go from hype of the week to crater. Is he going to crater all the way out, or is he going to stick around and have kind of a half-life?
You're reaching. You're reaching.
What I mean,
you're trying to go from classy.
We got an hour to fill, Eugene. I can't just let you talk about Brando the whole time.
The classy to ashy. All right, this is what you want to see. Come on, man.
Classy to ashy. All right. Middleweight, Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Marvin Vettori. Marvin Vettori.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? The fact that you can't even pronounce a guy's name is always a good and reasonable poker tell. You know.
Is it? I mean, there's a lot of names I can't pronounce.
Oh, really? Can you not pronounce Randy Couture?
I can pronounce Randy Couture.
I wonder why.
Okay. The legend, the natural.
Yeah, okay. Can you pronounce McGregor? You can pronounce that, right?
Connor. I almost said Colin McGregor. See,
Calendar.
So yeah, I mean the thing is, the screen was small, and Vettori looks like Vuitton if it's
Louis Vuitton. Now, if Louis Vuitton were fighting, man, I have my money on the LV bag, man.
I see. The Vuitton brand was squandered ages ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
People. This is part of my theory: the decline of fashion. But I'm not going to get into it. The decline of fashion and aesthetics. But I'm not going to get into it. It is a pretty good analog for how capitalism works, and it's best.
Too much corporate licensing. Is that the problem?
The problem
cheap
is
knockoffs. Fake news.
How you have how you have to make your money, right? You know,
it's a money deal.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't sell to people who eventually will buy it at Target, you're not making any money. You know,
because you need big piles of money.
Yeah, the 1%ers don't buy that stuff. They get it given to them. You know, so where are you going to make your cash?
I see.
You're going to make it in the middle.
In the middle.
And if you want addicted salespeople, you want addicted purchasers, you go for the lower classes, the working classes, because these people will actually murder each other for a little bit of bling like this. You know.
Did you watch any of the brawls at the malls this holiday season?
Mall brawls. I haven't, because it seemed to me to be not a news story. It seemed to me to be the same as what do they call those things? Where everybody texts each other they're going to be at a place and then they
flash mobs.
It's a flash mob mall brawl thing. So it was an internet sensation. You know, social media. A social media function. These weren't naturally occurring malls and brawls in malls. You know, that's why I would rather watch the fight behind the fucking juniper bushes at the 7-Eleven than this is on the level of internet prankery to me. I don't give a shit. You know?
It made
you know what? You know the kind of stuff that makes the news wire? Somebody got punched in the face on Christmas at a shopping mall, and that made the news wires. Punched in the face.
A cougar got punched in the face by a guy, and it made the Guardian. Did you hear about this? Canadian guy protecting his dog from a cougar.
That's news. It's like the whole thing about man bites dog. Okay, that's news. You know.
Exactly.
But the mall brawl, I'm not entirely. It is news, but it's the wrong news story. So
I see. I hadn't read into it enough to know that was all just flash mobs and just internet trickery. I thought it was
what do you think? 7 cities across America, everybody just suddenly decided to flip out over Pokemon or whatever the fucking new sensation is. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think everybody wants to be on World Star Hip Hop and be famous for a day.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Method Man on that one. You know,
and explain.
Fuck your hashtag.
Fuck your.
He got somebody. His wife was sick and dying or had some cancer thing. He wanted a little bit of privacy, and some people put that shit on the internet, or World Star, and he was like, fuck you guys, you social media. I'm pulling up the ladders to the ship. Good luck to you, you know. Hey, can I take a picture with you? Can I take a picture with you, Method Man? Fuck you. You know, that's what you get now.
He's going full Ringo Starr, huh?
Yeah, well, the difference is nobody cares. If it's Ringo Starr,
Hey, Ringo quit because people weren't paying for his autograph. Or they were getting free and selling it on eBay.
Well, let's go back to Joe DiMaggio. What JDM do?
What would Joe DiMaggio do?
Yeah, Joe DiMaggio. You'd be lucky to get out of there with your fucking teeth in your mouth. Joe DiMaggio was a two-fisted man. They didn't fuck around, man. Cranky to the end. He was like Michael Jordan level of cranky, you know.
I see you, cranky old man. Well, Marilyn Monroe left him. I mean, that'll leave you, man. Bitter.
Yeah, maybe.
Bitter. Left him for a four-eyed playwright.
Yeah, a four-eyed playwright who slammed his daughter in his son in a mental institution and left him there for the entire remainder of his life.
Wow.
Those were the days when you did, kindly Arthur Miller. Those are the days when you kindly did stuff like that. Kids fucked up. Good luck. See you later. Never went to visit him. Nothing.
Huh. Well, that's touching. All right. Now moving right along. Welterweight Mike Pyle.
Oh, so you picked Thatch?
No, I said I cared.
But no pick for you.
No, I'm not going to pick a guy who's
okay.
No.
All right,
we didn't. Nobody cared about Antonio Carlos Jr. or Marvin Vettori, and now we're on
Antonio Carlos Jobim. Man, I love that. I love that cat's music.
If this was one of the greats of the Brazilian samba movement, yeah, but it's not. It's some guy named Antonio Carlos Jr. But now we've got Mike Pyle and Alex Garcia.
Yes, care.
Mike Pyle is still fighting. People can't believe it.
I can't believe it, but I don't say he's dark starred, he's one of those names when you hear it, you go, oh yeah, dude. He just has a shitty number in the Phantom Toll booth, man. I like Mike Pyle.
I like Mike Pyle too, but he's lost 3 out of his last 4 fights, and
I didn't say I like him to win. I just like Mike Pyle fight, and I am surprised he's fighting again this soon. But
Yeah, I mean, they're probably trying to sweep him off the rolls. But Alex Garcia,
which is not bad. That's like that corporate thing of I had some corporation I work at once say, if you all don't take your vacation time, we may go out of business. Which my attitude was, if you're going out of business, I'm not taking my vacation time because I need to get paid for this stuff, you know. So
exactly.
I think with some of these fighters, they're running out. You know, we got to clear the logs. We're gonna do it naturally through attrition, which means if you don't have a fight, you're gonna fight, and then oh my goodness, no more fights left on your contract. And could we have about 3 seconds of silence here for Mike Goldie Goldberg?
It's all over. It's all over.
It's all over now, baby blue, man.
You think they pushed him?
You know,
or he jumped? He's got some other offers.
No, come on. He was. Yeah, this is you fired. Quit. I quit. You fired. You quit. I fired. You quit. You quit. I fired. You know. Nah, man. I think he was invited. This is just part of that 15%, man. New face, new look, new deal. And if you don't expect to see opposite, who will not be Joe Rogan, somebody like Demi Lovato, Nicolas Cage, color commentary, Anthony Kiedis, all the people. I'm just talking about the people who I'm seeing cage side. All the people who Goldie thought were his friends are now people who are taking his job,
fighting to be in the booth. I think if Nick Cage did it as remember the movie where he thought he was a vampire, but he wasn't really.
Yeah, something Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss. Thank you. Yeah.
If he were to do the commentary as that character. Or the Bad Lieutenant. Remember when he was in Bad Lieutenant New Orleans?
Yeah, I never saw that. Couldn't bring myself to see it because.
It's Werner Herzog clearly gave Nick Cage license to just choose scenery, just trying to loose. It was.
I will. Nick Cage gets 2 passes in my book.
Valley Girl
for Birdie.
Birdie was good. Birdie was good.
It was before he changed his fucking teeth. He did some horrible improvement done on his teeth, which made him look like a lunatic after that. And then and then feed me, charge me, make her love me. Peggy Sue got married.
Peggy Sue got married. But what about Valley Girl?
No. I guess I should give it to him. I was gonna say for the wrestling movie, but then I remember that wasn't him in the wrestling movie.
No, that's Mickey Rourke.
No, that's the wrestler. The other one, Vision Quest.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't Nick Cage. Vision Quest.
That was Matt Modine, I believe.
Yes, who didn't go on to a storied career. But do you have a?
He looked too much like Kevin Bacon.
You have a pick between Mike Pyle and Alex Garcia.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Alex Garcia. I'm sorry, Mike.
Garcia. I too am picking Alex Garcia. Oh, now I'm gonna pick Mike Pyle. Because
Mike Pyle's down.
You can't switch.
I'm not going to switch.
You can't switch.
I'm not. Your Irish. Once the hand is written, it does not change. So
I see. Once the paper mate has touched paper.
Yep. So there we go. All right.
And now we come to the welterweight, Neil Magny and Johny Hendricks. Did you see Hendricks yesterday in the pre-fight interviews there?
Everybody's tweeting me and texting me that, and I know something happened, but I don't quite know what because I've been busy with holiday stuff, right?
Hendricks looked like they found a guy behind a grocery store digging in the dumpster and trundled him in there to do pre-fight interviews. Like,
why?
He was drawn and wizened and had a gross, big, thick beard, and he was babbling incoherently. I mean, I'm not talking he was a little off. He was full-on bag lady babbling. I mean, the weight cut is just killing this guy. And ever since the drug testing regime changed, I'm not saying he was on anything. I'm just saying ever since the drug testing regime changed, this guy has been a basket case. And now he's a full-on basket case. I mean, nutty meat fruitcake. How about that? Nutty meat fruitcake. You like that? I'm working on that.
Yeah. That's not as good as my horse meets water, but I got you.
I see. Horse meet water. Yeah.
Man, that's what everybody's been talking about. Damn it. I used to like Hendricks, but this is again another component. I got to go back to Chris Benoit. There's also a couple of things that you don't think about. One, marijuana. With marijuana, people talk about how sad they are that HR is sick and he's bipolar, is schizophrenic, and the amount again, people think, well, I smoked a little weed. I don't feel like the weed psychosis is a real thing. Again, you haven't smoked weed until you smoke weed with a Rastafarian. And then you could say that you smoked some fucking weed, you know.
The clouds. I've been on the Willie Nelson bus.
Probably close, you know.
With so legendary UT coach Daryl Royal, who wasn't smoking but seemed to be looking the other way.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know, and so it's the same thing with steroids and their ability to unseat hormones are incredibly powerful. If I drink,
you're saying marijuana causes psychosis?
There have been allegations.
It's a natural herb, man. Natural.
Yeah,
natural.
Man. A lot of things are natural that you could kill yourself with. You know, I got mushrooms growing in my yard. I give you a mouth of those, I'm dead before the show finishes.
I see.
You know. So no, so I mean, you know, if I drink a fifth of vodka right now, I'll either die or give the worst show ever or the best show ever. But by tomorrow, I'll probably not be drunk. I might be hungover, but I won't be drunk. If I take a shot of Deca-Durabolin, that's going to affect me for that solid month.
Deca-Durabolin?
Right? In one way,
Deca-Durabolin.
It's a steroid. So, or Tren or Sustanon or any of the ones that any kid can buy on any street corner or of any gym. All you got to do is follow a young gentleman named Martinez. And okay, I'm sorry, I was channeling Dave Chappelle's.
I see. I see.
But the point is, if the dude's acting strange, you know, this is underreported as well. Underreported as well. This stuff with performance enhancing drugs. And I know
because you're crazy yourself.
Yeah, because I've been there. It's like, yeah, great, man. I gained 24 pounds, but I'm acting strange and thinking about killing the plumber. You know, killing the plumber is not a good look. You know,
killing the plumber, not a good look. That's
why. This is crazy steroid guy thinking I should kill this plumber. Why? Well, then I wouldn't have to pay for the plumbing.
The savings are just piling up, and then you've got the van and all the equipment. I mean, just put it on eBay. Genius. So if Johny Hendricks starts advertising plumbing equipment, then you
or an upholstery shop. Yeah, if you want to go back to Hillside Strangler. Yeah, okay.
I see. Yeah, you know.
So that's a short way of saying I'm not picking Hendricks.
You're picking Magny though. Magny is like the king Gicton.
I know. He is. He really is. But he.
What?
Go ahead, man.
Now you're talking.
Your move.
You're talking.
Make your pick.
I'm thinking Magny. I mean, you know, Magny. He demolished Hector Lombard, and he beat Gastelum, but he got beat by Lorenz Larkin. I got to pick Magny too, but it pains me. And I just had this feeling as soon as I commit to Magny, he's just going to walk into Hendricks' left hand.
Too late. I wrote it down.
All right.
The hand that's written, it will not change. Okay.
The papermate has spoke. All right. Now we come to the pay-per-view.
Now we come to the payoff.
It was supposed to be a 6-fight pay-per-view. Why, I don't know, but now it's a 5-fight pay-per-view. Thank you, Cain Velasquez. Starting with flyweights, Louis Smolka and Ray Borg.
You dropped out again. I didn't hear the second name.
Ray Borg.
Oh, yeah. I care.
Yeah, definitely. This should be a barn burner. This is a classic pay-per-view opener.
But I got to make a pick, eh?
Mm-hmm. Got to make a pick. Yeah.
I think I'm going to go for Smoka.
Going for Smolka? Well, I'll go for Borg then, just because Smoka's younger than
because of the wonderful things he does.
Exactly, because he's a submission guy. As doing what all submission guys do in the UFC, they stop getting submissions.
Yeah. Eventually, people wise the fuck up. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're picking Borg.
I'm picking Borg just because you picked Smolka, but I could see Smolka just leathering him up, just. Fists, face, head trauma, fall down.
See, that would have been a perfect spot for you to say fist, meet face. You could have had it.
I could have, but instead I said something else. I don't know. Corner meet neutral. What was it I said? Toast meet butter. I don't know, but it was genius.
Color me bad.
Color me bad. All right. Now we've got welterweight Tarec Saffiedine versus
Nah, I'm gonna sex you up. Sorry, I just had to put that in your head because I know now that'll be there for the rest of the day.
It's got some competition. My daughter's been watching Frozen nonstop and singing the songs and wearing her Elsa costume she got for Christmas. And
oh man,
yeah,
well, I blame you for this.
Well, I blame her grandparents, but you know, it's but now we've got Dong Hyun Kim, Stun Gun Kim, not the fake Dong Hyun Kim, but the real Dong Hyun Kim versus Tarec Saffiedine. Now, keep in mind, this is not old school Stun Gun Kim, who had a great game plan, wrestler, grappler, judoka, grappler. This is new, crazy, brawling Stun Gun Kim.
I don't know, man. Tarec, I got a bad run with Saffiedine.
Saffiedine's one of these guys who strokes the trigger, greases the trigger, polishes the trigger, looks at the trigger, thinks about squeezing the trigger, but he doesn't squeeze the trigger.
Yeah, I can't pick him, man. I picked him. I'm gonna go with Stun Gun, man. I just haven't had a good run
I'm taking Saffiedine. Ding, ding, ding. I got Saffiedine.
Good. Okay, good for you. Good for you. But you would have to go many lifetimes for me to pick. I've been burned by him. He's one of those guys that he and I have been permanently off phase. Every time I picked him to win, he fucking loses. Every time I pick him to lose, he wins. That's probably pretty close to a gift, you know. But I realize it's probably more my fault than it is his fault, you know.
Because you've been trusting him.
The fights, in other words, the fights that he lost are fights that predictably he should have lost. And if I'd been paying attention, I would have gotten that. So I don't know that I want to blame him. I don't want to call him a gift because it's my problem, not his. It's me. It's not him.
It's not me. It's you.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So you're picking Stun Gun. All right. Now,
I did tell you that time that woman was dumping me and was like crying, and then I finally said, I just took a swing in the dark. I finally said, "Hey, look, you don't have to cry to make me feel better." She was like, "Oh," it just stopped crying immediately.
Wow, what an actress! This is somebody you knew from SAG?
No, she was not sad. But I did have the end part of that story is that years later she called me to have lunch, during which she asked me for money. That was nice.
Wow, like money for sex or just money?
No. She was starting some kind of company and thought that somehow I had, because of my presence on Bloody Elbow,
thought you might be an investor.
Exactly, hit the big time, you know.
I see.
That was sad. I almost started crying and then stopped crying immediately and said, "I have no money for you." But
let's see.
I
could have strung her along. You could have been like, "I need to see a packet. Do you have a packet?"
That's right.
I need to show this to my people, and I'll need a packet.
If I'd been a real sadist, I'd have done that.
And you could make her dance around and produce a packet, and then, you know.
Yeah,
my people didn't like the packet. They think a different packet though. Maybe my people would like it. And you know.
I did that with somebody's resume who had jerked me over, and then as luck would have it, like in Clockwork Orange, their resume comes across my desk later. I was like, oh, God favors guys like me sometimes.
Well, hello, little Alex.
Exactly. That was like, I said, well, what could you send me some writing samples? And we, I just strung them along, and they eventually figured it out and they fucked off. That was really nice.
I see. The revenge, best served cold. And now, speaking of revenge, bantamweight, former champ TJ Dillashaw against John, the man too heavy for flyweight, Lineker.
Oh man. How's that feel, TJ? How does that feel to be running down the field and look behind you and suddenly find that there's nobody else,
nobody
team,
chasing,
nothing but Bjork Rebney cheering you on. Go, TJ, go, TJ, fucking A, man.
Yeah.
Was that swift or was that swift?
Man,
and now even the jungle, yeah, and the jungle wants him dead.
That's what the drums say.
Man, I don't know. I don't. I mean, he should be able to beat Lineker, but
You know,
little things mean a lot, man. The cut guy doesn't shake his hand on his way to the dressing room. There are no cameras there. All of a sudden, the shit that happens when you display yourself to be a guy who's not happening for the company, that Hollywood chill, fuck, man, that could unseat a guy. He
maybe
might
so,
be in a
maybe
I'll show you territory, but I'm not entirely sure that's where he is right now. This is a tough pick. I mean, I'm gonna pick him, but I don't.
Now you're tempting me to pick Lineker, but nah, I got to come to my senses and pick TJ. Yeah. I got to pick TJ.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I think they can Cerrone him, say, look, you're better inside this fence than you are outside this fence. And
if they care.
No, I'm not. I mean, yeah. I got Tim Kennedy behind me, 100%. Yeah. Okay, great.
GSP, where's GSP? Yeah. Where is GSP? Man, oh yeah, that's GSP up in the in the
skybox.
Yeah, with every manual, having drinks, signing smoking cigars.
Getting ready to appear in the next Captain America. Yeah.
Indeed.
You gotta know, man. Don't
I think Batroc Sleeper is a feature. I think that's a lead character, don't you? There's so much backstory, the rich backstory of Batroc Sleeper.
Well, the whole Savat thing. I mean, I was a fan when I was comic book guy. I dug that cat, So
yeah, he was cool.
And if you've ever been lucky enough to actually see Savat guys fight, like street fight, which is actually not that uncommon in France, it's actually kind of thrilling to watch. I mean, at a certain point, as an American, you go punch him in the face. And this punch him in the face, but they'll trade. It's not like Taekwondo. The guy will line up and 2 kicks, and then the other guy will 2 kicks, and it's just like a war of attrition. It was pretty exciting.
Did you see the video of the South Korean police testing out some Roman phalanx maneuvers on a bunch of rioting kids who all appear to be Taekwondo students?
No,
because they get to throw down with the cops, and they're all just like throwing wheel kicks and high kicks and flying side kicks. It was crazy, and they're just bouncing off the riot shields.
Yeah. It's not like the movies, man. We hear a big and the guy goes falling down. That shit's no. I was doing some show with some of the cats from Black Flag, and it was right around May Day, and they decided, it's all ages, and so they had all the kids there, and the kids they're building like fiberglass shields so they could protect themselves from the police batons. And I'm watching all this youthful activity, and I go, finally, I say, hey, you kids got something to cover your balls? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I mean? You have balls.
Go.
You think they're gonna like, oh, he's got something, I'm gonna hit him right here. Get the fuck out of here. You're getting kicked in the nuggets, son. So I darkened their day a little bit.
I see.
Well, for that I was happy.
That's what old age and wisdom is supposed to do to youth.
No,
all right. So now we're moving on to the fun stuff. Dominick Cruz defending his bantamweight title against Cody Garbrandt. Cody roared into this fight. The hot young prospect. Fresh off a string of knockouts. Now that he's been talking with Dominick Cruz on camera for a while, I mean,
man, he's got him. Whether he wins or loses this fight, if I'm Dominick Cruz and they interview him post-fight, as they will anyway, I would just dig in deeper. Just dig in.
Yeah.
Just eat the guy's liver. Why is your girlfriend texting me? Why is she?
I told her it was a one-time thing, and she won't stop texting me. And I'm busy with your mom, dude. I don't have time for this.
This is and the guy unhooks himself, and he effectively tapped out from the interview. I'm coming over there. The 10 guys are not going to let you get over there. Your TV crew, whoever the new Dave Scholler is, you're not going anywhere.
No,
and for what?
It's
man.
Yeah.
You should have just. There's a great movie I just saw where the guy, I can't remember what the hell it's called, and the guy says he's a bullied high school student, and the bully comes up to him at a dance, and the kid is it's called I'm Not a Serial Killer, and the kid says he goes, my therapist says that every time he's bullying him over the punch table, he goes that every time I want to kill somebody, I should just say something nice instead. And so he looks at him. So to Chad Anderson of 2230 Main Street, I will say your suit looks wonderful tonight. I thought that was fantastic. So, you get inside a guy's head, man. That head is done sometimes. I mean, you can't tell me that Cody is in a markedly better place than he was before he started fucking talking. He's been served every single one of these interviews, and I guarantee you he's now fighting angry. Who does that help?
Yeah, and he knows he's fighting somebody who's much smarter than him.
Yeah,
which is an infuriating experience. And, it's like Tim Sylvia losing to Randy Couture. When I thought he was, and then he was, I thought he was shooting, and then he was punching, and then I thought he was punching, and he was shooting, and it was just, it was just all.
And I have to admit, Matt Cruz I love his act, man, because it's like the truth will set you free. No, I mean, compared to say the relative inarticulateness of that really works for the Diaz's of fuck you, and the occasional zinger that encapsulates a stunning truth that you go, oh shit, these guys are maybe smarter than they look, and they deliver it, and that's a great kill shot. This is just constant and continual barrage of contempt. And it really is contempt, and it's well-placed contempt. In essence, what he said is, there is no social circumstance where I'm doing anything with you, Cody Garbrandt, other than knocking your head off. You and I are not drinking beer. I'm not having a conversation with you about anything. At most I'm doing is saying hello after I leave your girlfriend's house and I pass you in the driveway. That's about it.
Yep.
I'm A-list, you're a fucking B or C list. That doesn't even change if you win the fight, man. You are shit compared to me. And I believe that to my core. And that's stunning. That's stunning to hear that clear-eyed and laid out like that. That'll unseat you,
Yeah. And Garbrandt with the whole neck tattoo, necktie combination, dude.
You
can't, once you get the neck tats, you can't put the tie on. It's just especially not the little knitted tie like from the 80s that he's wearing. It's the most dramatic self-ponage. Did you see the guy who was so mad at Kerry and Obama that he said anybody supporting Kerry on this would be a great bodyguard or a great guard at Auschwitz? And then the Auschwitz Museum tweeted back at him and was like, dude, no, don't do that.
Yeah,
and he's like, well, I respectfully, while your opinion deserves the utmost consideration, I respectfully disagree. And I was like, dude, shut up.
Oh, he's fighting with the Auschwitz Museum?
Yes. Your opinion is important and deserves respectful attention. However, I disagree respectfully with your conclusion here. So,
oh man, we got 4 more years of this, baby.
I know, man. At least. Probably.
Enjoy the circus. Yep.
Yeah.
I know if the Democrats can't roll somebody out there credible, they need to welcome themselves to 8 years of this, And first lady now, first daughter. They're really pushing ahead with this. Melania doesn't want to do it.
No, and she's not qualified. And Ivanka, So I mean.
Creepy.
It is creepy, man. It is way creepy. All right, so now that brings us to the main event.
Oh, you didn't make a pick with Cruz and Garbrandt.
I didn't make Cruz. Come on. I mean, we just talked about he's pantsing this kid on the regular. I mean,
that's great. That's exactly what it's like. Hey, where my pants? Oh, god damn it! Hey,
who am I picking in this fight? The popular jock with the whole crowd of people laughing at his antics, or the kid with his lunch all over his face? I think I'll go with the guy who just got his lunch tray dumped on his head. No, I'm not. I'm going with the bully. I'm going with the jock.
Hey, have you ever been hit with a lunch tray?
Yeah, not a full swing, but I've had it dumped on my head and pushed down.
I when I was a lifeguard, they would say, look, you're a lifeguard at a kids camp, but you also have to help. We don't have enough counselors. You got to help with the kids. And so I'm sitting at a table with a bunch of kids, right? I'm a lifeguard. They don't entrust me with kids outside of swim time. So was one girl, Lisa's, getting up from the table, and she's going over to get something. Now, nobody had told me about the lability of 13, 14-year-old girls at that time. Whatever. So she's
this
going over
empty handed. You had to be told?
Yeah. So she's going over.
Were you huffing?
I got 4 sisters, but I'm 10 years older than my sisters. So, So she's going over empty-handed. I said, hey, could you bring back a jug of water? She ignores me. I said, Lisa, could you bring back a jug of water? She ignores me. I said, Lisa, could you bring back? She goes, I can say, you don't have to be such a bitch about it. Bing, flipped out, the deli tray all over my head. And the first thing I thought is, I'm going to stab her in the neck with this fucking fork. And then I realized that's a bad look.
Yes, yes.
And everybody's like waiting for me to flip. And I just took the cold cuts off my shoulders and the lettuce off my shoulders, put it back in the tray, put the tray down, and said to somebody else at the table, could you get some water, please? And they went and got the water, because this was for camp for kids, you know, who were like a little emotionally disturbed. So you can't just go punch them in the face whenever you feel like it. You know?
Life lessons from Eugene S. Robinson, ladies and gentlemen. Don't punch the emotionally disturbed kids in the face.
There you go. Write that down. Remember
Yes.
it. It'll serve you well.
Yes, indeed. Beautifully said. A touching tale. All right. Amanda Nunes and Ronda Rousey, the main event for the women's bantamweight title.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We care.
We care big time.
And we didn't even mention we do care about Cruz Garbrandt in case.
Yeah.
And Dillashaw Lineker.
Yep. So this is a tough one, man. This is a tough one because like the Joe Pesci with the floating headpiece from JFK, I just can't tell you the mystery inside. I just can't figure out. And under normal circumstance, I think somebody put it great in one of the comments. Like the Brazilian, clearly the machinery in the jungle wants Honda to win this, you know, but for that special element called Honda.
Kind of like the money wanted Brexit to lose or Trump to lose.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
the money hadn't been getting its way lately.
I mean, I would like to think that Nunez has watched all the film that she knows and has countered by working with judokas, you know, for the last 6 months, because all she's got to defeat is the armbar setting. Yeah, keep the hips away, and but I've never been impressed with the ability to stay on script of fighters who fight with their hearts. But I'm gonna whatever, man. I'm gonna pick Nunes.
I gotta pick Nunes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going for the head thing. You know.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm listening to Brendan Schaub who says her head is gone. It's not that I'm listening to the internet scuttlebutt and paying attention to the fact that she's not strong enough to do a press conference. I don't know, man. I just know what it takes. I'm surprised that she made the weight. I'm glad that she did and is taking it seriously.
Looks great. Her physique looks maybe the best ever.
Yep. Yeah, but it's not a beauty contest, right? So
no.
I don't know. So I almost feel bad picking it for reasons that are confusing to me, but I just I don't know enough.
Is that a little tear in your eye?
No, they've effectively blacked me out. So I don't all of my usual kind of prognostication based on signs and symbols and rhymes and riddles, all that shit's out the window because they blacked it out. So it's like the whole black box thing, you know. I don't know enough. And based on what I do know, I'm gonna feel comfortable picking Nunes. I mean, the world's what do they call it? The scales have fallen from the eyes of the world in regards to whatever amounted to her tactic. You know, I mean, she wasn't gonna outpunch Holmes.
No.
She couldn't out jujitsu her really. You know.
Nope.
And once the hips were kept away and she couldn't get the throw that set up crazy armbar, I don't know, but she's been working with Jason Manley for the last bit of time, and he's a great jiu-jitsu guy, but I don't know that that's enough. I just don't know that that's enough. Jiu-jitsu is a slow-growing sport, man.
And Amanda hits
it takes you a long
hard.
Time. Yeah.
Amanda throws combos, punches and bunches that, I mean, just bust up a face. And I don't think
the question is, what? Go ahead.
I just don't think Ronda likes getting hit, and I think she used to have this confidence / panic, you know. She was sort of fear driven, I think, and now her fears have come true. World collapsed around her. She hasn't remade. I'm not convinced she's remade herself. I think if she went to a different camp and everything, that would have shown not that they could rebuild her as a fighter, but just that they could refurbish her mentally.
Yeah.
And
I don't know that any of that happened, man.
no, I'm not seeing any of that happening, and I don't think Travis has been good for her. And so, yeah, Nunes. And that's that. That's the end of the Rousey era. She loses this fight, game over.
I guess the question is, I don't know where her contract is and how she stands, but do they say, look, we have at least for the next bit of time, why don't you do X, Y, and Z,
Or WWE?
Yeah, or something that we're the biggest agency in the world. We got work for you. Because does this mean this is a simultaneous washout for media opportunities? I guess they would never advise her to go on Ellen and do what she did before. That might humanize a badass, but nobody likes the idea that
they don't want to see just a loser coming on there crying, like
yeah.
Like,
well, and also you don't
of that. I mean, they could have me on there just crying about my.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was just about to say, man, you got plenty of it right here at this show.
Exactly.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna start complaining about.
I could bring some pictures of my hair that I used to have, and then say, "Look at this."
Here. I mean, how about this? Is there any circumstance in which you would feel comfortable saying Ronda wins this?
Well, I mean, if she won, that would be,
What does that look like, though?
What would that look like? That would look like Nunes fucks up, comes in really sloppy, overconfident, charges in, gets hip tossed and armbarred. That's what that would look like.
Oh man.
But I don't see that happening. So
yeah, did you see Fabricio Verdum getting knocked out by Stipe like that?
Yeah, because that was Verdum's classic bad stand-up. I mean, he improved his stand-up dramatically working with the shooter box guys, but they didn't fix his fundamental problem, which was a bad habit of charging forward just in a whirlwind of limbs and chin poking out. So, that was totally predictable.
Yeah, I know. I've tried, man. I've really tried to be even-handed and kind of spread this far and wide, but I just haven't been able to. Don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. That's
that. I mean, we're both picking Nunes. We care, but
so I have a tote sheet. I got time. I got time to start time down, so I know what's going on.
Ready for the fights.
I'm ready. And
it's Friday night. Don't forget, it's not Saturday. It's Friday night.
Yeah, Saturday is New Year's Eve, so don't blow
Saturday's New Year's Eve. It's rare Saturday night New Year's Eve, which is we're not even going out because why bother?
Don't have to tell me. I am, but I got a special thing planned.
I see. Well, enjoy. So that's our show. Follow us on Twitter at KidNate, at Eugene S. Robinson. Read me at BloodyElbow.com. Read Eugene at Aussie.com. Subscribe to MMANation.com on YouTube. Subscribe to MMA Nation on iTunes. Get the audio without the ugly. And wait, I've got more plugs. And MMA Vivisection for Ryzen and World Series of Fighting is coming up next. And then MMA Vivisection for UFC 207 is coming up after that. We'll have 6th round after the fight with me and Eddie Mercado. Eugene, will you have Knuckle Up on Sunday?
I will, sir. My vacationing is done. I am. Yeah, I will.
Exactly.
It might be a little later than usual, but I will. And that's only a factor for the people who like to try to catch it live.
And so, Cratchit, you took Christmas Day off, and yet I expect you'll expect your full pay. And you come to me every Christmas and rob me of a full day's pay. And yet, if I were to not pay, you would probably think you were well served.
What does that word? What does that word "enough" mean?
Enough. I don't know.
I wonder if I am paid enough. If I, that's what I wonder as we start this new year.
I see. You're gonna be organizing, are we? Organizing the MMA Journalists
me
Union.
And TJ and Bjork, we got it.
Yeah, you. TJ will be there backing you up.
Actually, Sarah Horowitz is a good friend of mine. Well, used to be a good friend of mine. She hasn't spoken to me in years, however, but from high school, and she is now the head of the freelance union. She's been on NPR a whole bunch, and so she's in my corner.
I wouldn't trust her. You know, she's probably
she left my high school because I think her parents didn't think it was intellectually rigorous enough.
wow.
Or no, actually, I think it was too intellect. But then she ended up going. They transferred her out to Brooklyn Friends, and then she ended up like Harvard, Columbia, Harvard. That's like she's got more degrees than she needs. Who the fuck needs 5 degrees? Whatever. So she's a big brain. That accounts for why she doesn't speak to me anymore, probably.
I see. So, well, don't threaten me with your Ivy League friends.
My fake friends who don't even speak to me anymore. Yes,
exactly. So
you know who's another? You know, there's another friend who doesn't speak to me. Lisa Randall is another one. My last real conversation with Lisa Randall.
Randall?
No, that's different. That's Lisa. That's Lisa. Dover, New Hampshire. I can't remember her real name. Lisa Carver.
That's Lisa Suck Dog. Yeah, Lisa Carver.
Lisa Suck Dog. Yeah. Lisa Randall is a string theory genius.
And I called her Lisa Suck Dog.
Yeah, last time I had a conversation with her, she turned around to say something to somebody else, and when she turned back to me, I had stuck 2 pencils up my nose.
Classy. Did that impress her?
It impressed her enough where, as far as I know, she never spoke to me again either. She liked me. I mean, like that Eugene Robinson dating tactic. I know what'll impress her. Look at the old pencil up the nostrils trick.
It's like a walrus. Yeah, well, you know.
I think I may have said that. Actually. Who am I? I'm a walrus, yeah.
The laughs never stop with Eugene. But we'll have to tune in for Knuckle Up on Sunday night for that. So
never starred either, strangely, but all right.
Live and learn. All right. Adios, MMA aficionados. Thanks, Eugene. We'll see you next time.
Later, man. Bye.